Refuse to lose. I'm built to win. Apply myself. I filled it in. No time for the doubt. They counted me out. I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss. I'm paying the cost. I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Up. What's going on, y'all? Happy Saturday. Welcome to today's Doghouse. Can't wait to get started with everything that's going on today. First of all, make sure you like, share, subscribe on every platform. I am live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X. So make sure you like, share, subscribe, repost on each platform. Share this with somebody who wants to see some highlights and lowlights of sports, because that's what I'm here to talk about today. It's going to be a really quick, nice, detailed show today. So I just need y'all to make sure that y'all are live in the comment section. Make sure y'all sharing this everywhere. And let me cook. Let me let y'all know what's going on today. Man, it's been some crazy things going on in sports so far, good and bad. We just got some recent news today that Paul George has been suspended for 25 games. Shout out to Shams. He reported this on Twitter. 25 games due to a drug for violating the league's anti-drug policy. Paul George did release a statement already, but crazy thing that's going on right now. He's going to lose about close to $12 million, which is going to save the 76ers some money. Almost $6 million, which means they were $7 million over the tax. Now they're only going to be like 1.3 over the tax. So it's crazy that the suspension is now he's losing money and the team is saving money. So it's crazy. But what we're going to do now, we're going to go ahead and get started with the show. And y'all know where we start. We start with Puppy Chow. Who will be being served Puppy Chow this time? If you guys were on the show on R2L on Thursday, I already gave you a preview of who I was going to be talking about. And yes, I'm going to start it off with him. Bill Polian. For one, the guy's a liar. He can't come out and say that he voted for Bill Belichick to be in the Hall of Fame and then on live TV say that he don't remember who he voted for. Like Bill Polian, for one thing we know for sure is you did not get along with Bill Belichick. You didn't get along with the entire organization because the guy just kept beating you in the playoffs and he kept winning championships, something you did not like. There's no reason for you to be a Hall of Fame voter if you're going to not put the greatest coach of all time in the NFL in the freaking Hall of Fame. He should be first ballot, no question. So now I got a question for you and the other candidates. Is Tom Brady not going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Adam Vinatieri? I mean, are we going to say that all the guys from that team shouldn't be first ballot or in the Hall of Fame at all? Deflategate was one of the things that was brought up. And yes, it happened against the Colts, but it was in the first half where they used deflated footballs. They actually dominated you in the second half when they used the regulated footballs. So did it really have an advantage for them? No, it did not, because they beat the dog snot out of you in the second half. And now you're on live TV lying about what you did for the vote. It just don't make sense. So you, for sure, Mr. Bill Polian, are in the doghouse. My guy, you in the doghouse. And that brings me to the next one, because it ain't even going to take long for me to talk about this one either. It's the same exact thing. The Hall of Fame voters. It's Bill Belichick. It's the greatest NFL coach of all time. He has the second most wins in the entire NFL. He has the most playoff wins in the NFL, the most Super Bowl appearances, the most Super Bowl titles from any coach to ever coach in the NFL. No coach has 6 Super Bowl titles. No coach has 9 Super Bowl appearances. He is 6-3 in a Super Bowl. 6-3. The first 3 he won were mainly because of what he did with that job on the defense. Two of his greatest performances is when he held some of the best offenses to something that they don't normally do. The greatest show on turf, y'all remember that with Marshall Faulk, Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt? Y'all remember that team? They defended the heck out of that team. They were not a major issue in that Super Bowl. And they won because of that defense. Yes, Tom Brady made some clutch plays, but that defense is the reason why they won. Same thing when they played against the Panthers. Same thing when they played against the Rams the second time. When they won by only scoring 13 points, and Julian Edelman became the Super Bowl MVP in that game. Like, are we serious right now? Bill Belichick is not in the Hall of Fame. I think they need to redo whoever said that he doesn't belong. Whoever said that he shouldn't be first ballot Hall of Fame. All of them need to be exonerated and not be a Hall of Fame voter anymore, because it makes 0 sense for him not to be in the Hall of Fame right now. So Hall of Fame voters, you're in the doghouse. My guy, you in the doghouse. Next up, something that's going to be very, very interesting as well. Now we get to talk about the Dawgs, because those are the only 2 people going in the doghouse today. But the Dawgs, man, this one right here is this is something. This is something. So my very first candidate, and it's crazy that 2 of these candidates are from the same college. Both are rookies, and they had a fantastic game against each other just a couple days ago. But my very first candidate as a dog for this episode of Dave's Doghouse is none other than Con Knuppel. The Con man has been lights out this year. This Rookie of the Year race is between just 2 players right now. Let's be honest about it. It's only between 2 players, and Con is one of them. He just had a single game rookie franchise record for threes for the Charlotte Hornets. Against the Mavericks, he made 8 3-pointers in that game. That is the single game rookie franchise record for threes for the Charlotte Hornets. Con is a baller. On top of his career high, 34 points and rookie franchise record, 8 3-pointers made, he had a late steal in that game with the go-ahead free throws in the closing seconds, which helped the Hornets secure their 5th straight win in Dallas, mind you. And they won 123 to 121. Con Knuppel has been lights out for this team. He has had multiple games where he's shown that he is better than people thought that he would be. Con Knuppel was a baller We already know he's a shooter. We seen it in Duke. But Khan, I really ain't got much else to say, man. Your game speaks for itself. You're a dog. You're a dog. Next up is his counterpart in that game, Cooper Flag, who has been here before, the franchise player for the Dallas Mavericks. There were a lot of people saying that he is not that special, that he won't really do what people expect him to be. He's not a franchise player. Well, 49 points, 10 rebounds says otherwise. And he was 3 of 5 from 3. The man shot 20 and 29, so he wasn't only really good from 3, he was really good from the field. Cooper Flag straight balled out in that game. And he's the only player on that team to score over 20 points in that game. He is the reason why they were in position to win that game. So where are all the people that said that Cooper Flag was not a franchise player? Where are they at now? Kev, this is your team, and you even said that he wouldn't be you don't think he would be that kind of a player. Look at what he's doing right now. There were so many people saying that Cooper Flag was just going to be an all-star like Andre Karolinko. Nah, he's more than that. The guy can change a franchise and he can make things happen. And the crazy thing is the team is just injured. Just imagine if Kyrie Irving was healthy. Just imagine if Anthony Davis was healthy. Just imagine if Derek Lively was healthy. Just imagine if these guys were healthy on his team right now. They might be a scary team in the West if all those guys were healthy. They were just in the NBA championship just 2 seasons ago with Luka. Now they would have Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, and Kyrie Irving, and those other big men. All I'm saying is it would be amazing to see if all those guys were healthy along with Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag, like I said, you've been here before. You're a dog. And last but certainly not least, we got to talk about the dog of the week, the most impressive from this week for me, for this show, is a team that not most people really think about when it comes to this kind of category. But if you look at how things have played out, they've been the most impressive team so far because of their position. And that's none other than the one and only Charlotte Hornets. Yes, the Charlotte Hornets are the dog of the week. Or should I say dogs of the week? Over the last 15 games, the Charlotte Hornets are 10 and 5. They're first in offensive rating, first in net rating, first in NBA in plus minus, first in rebound percentage, first in second chance points, first in opponents free throws made per game, second in opponent field goal percentage, and second in NBA in true shooting percentage. This is the Charlotte Hornets we're talking about. Not the Warriors, not the Knicks, not the Celtics, not the Thunder, the Hornets. The Charlotte Hornets, guys. Yes, they're still under 500. I get it. But that's an impressive 15-game stretch. Now, we want to talk about who they played in that stretch. Well, this starts from January 1st. Well, That's the last 17 games. Well, yeah. So January 1st, played against the Bucks, only lost by 1 point. Then they go and beat the Bulls by almost 20 points. Blow them out in Chicago. Then they play the Thunder, blow them out by almost 30. Play the Raptors, lose by 1. Play the Pacers, lose by 2. Okay, that seems more like it. Play against the Jazz, beat them 150-95. Lost by 8 points to the Clippers. Beat the Lakers in LA 135-117. Lost by 20 to the Warriors. You're like, all right, they about to go back to where they used to. Nope. Beat the Nuggets. Of course, Nikola Jokic is not there. He's hurt. Beat the Nuggets by just about 30. Lose to the Cavaliers. Beat the Magic by almost 30. Beat the Wizards. Beat the 76ers. There was a point where the Sixers had 65 points. And I believe they had about 95 or 100 points during that time. They were blowing the Sixers out the entire game. Then beat the Grizzlies by almost 20 points. Then I just talked about the last game. They beat the Mavericks by 2 points with a huge game by Concanepo, 34 points, 8 3-pointers made, had a key steal at the end along with the free throws to go up. The Charlotte Hornets are simply cooking right now. They have a game today against the Spurs that is on right now. So let's see how that game goes. But Charlotte Hornets, as of right now, you are the dog of the week. So let's get it. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you tune in to R2L every Monday and Thursday at 7 p.m. to 8:30, and Days Doghouse every Saturday at 12 p.m. noon. Times may be changing due to scheduling conflicts, but that's something that you will know ahead of time. But thank y'all for tuning in. Have a great day. All right, let's get it.
Turn me up, 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 up.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.